And it's fascinating to me how when you get to meet a person, the layers of the onion start peeling away. And things aren't always they're never what they seem.
They're never what they seem on that. I can't imagine.
And sometimes it's for a positive, and sometimes it's really like, no, that's not going to work. So, welcome to the Dr. Crockett Show. I'm your host, Dr. Susan Crockett. I am a board-certified OBGYN practicing in San Antonio with a specialty in minimally invasive GYN surgery. But that's not what we're talking about on the show. The show is about going where the scalpel won't reach. Today, I have my very, very special guest, one of my BFFs, and my little sister, Kristine Olsta, on the show today. I'm so excited for you to be here.
Good to be back.
Again, right? Thanks for coming back.
My pleasure.
So we had a debate about what's our topic going to be today, right? Is it going to be things aren't always what they seem, which could be a really fun topic, or 101 ways that we're different from each other.
Maybe that one comes later.
That's the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, stay tuned. Now you got to come back. I'm going to hold you to that. Ooh. All right, so things aren't always what they seem. Yeah. For example, we're sitting here talking on a set.
We were.
It's not exactly what this room looks like in real life, but is it?
Pretty close. It's actually a really cool room.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks.
But to your point, you don't expect to walk into this door and see a set. You expect to see something different, maybe an office.
Yeah, or a bedroom.
Maybe a bedroom.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I think we should insert a picture here of what the room looks like the back side of it.
Yeah.
So that people can see like what this looks like other than just a set.
Yeah, there's some technical equipment around.
A little. A few pieces. I'm not a geek or anything.
No. So, yes, this room isn't necessarily what it seems from the outside.
And then when I think about what happens on social media these days, how everybody posts their happy vacation pics. I'm kind of guilty of that. I'm not posting that much these days, but, happy family pic. I do have an amazing happy family. That's not a lie, but so often what we're trying to keep up with the Joneses on social media is we only see the happy, extravagant, blah, blah, blah type of stuff. We're not seeing the nitty gritty every day. Things aren't always what they seem, huh?
Yeah, all the struggles, all the dysfunction, perhaps, the sorrows. Definitely the sorrows. People hide their sorrows.
I know. Yeah, why?
It's uncomfortable
to share that. But that's where our vulnerability and our connection comes in as human beings. Starley always says to show your scars, not your wounds.
Exactly.
That's
a good one. That's a really good one.
A really good trick.
I was actually listening to another broadcast on the way down, and this woman spoke of, when we ask each other, "Hi, how are you?" It's the fine, and that's a lie. That's not
right. That's polite. It's expected.
Yes, but she gave an alternative, which I thought was brilliant, which was you can be authentic without revealing all the ugly, and just simply say, "I'm really struggling a little bit today, but it's going to be okay."
That's a nice way to do it without saying, "Hey, life sucks."
Right. or spieling all of the ugly. You don't really want to. Yeah, nobody. Okay, ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Some people do, but you're casual. You don't have to be so disingenuous. You can have an authentic exchange without having it be the big kimono reveal.
Yep.
So I thought that was interesting. A little tidbit on the way on making use of my time driving.
Yeah.
Here.
While you're driving into the wind or away from the wind.
Oh, isn't that interesting? We always assume we want a tailwind, right?
Yeah. Put the wind at my back.
Yeah.
Put the wind in my sail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think that's another one of those you can flip, because what if you turned around and spread your wings?
Oh, man.
That's the only way you can fly, is to have a headwind.
Oh my gosh, I never thought of it that way.
So
really,
trade your boat for an airplane, right? And guess what you could see?
A whole lot more.
I don't know. It's not always what you think it is.
It's not always what it seems.
It's not always what it seems.
So where else can you apply this?
Well, gosh, that's an interesting question, because I've always identified myself as someone that is prone to seeing both sides of a story, an argument.
Yeah, you are very good at that.
I can debate that. That's helped me be a little bit of a diplomat along the way, and helped me out in my career to solve problems and progress for a common goal. So I think it applies in just about anything. If you take a moment to try to look at it differently
from the other person's perspective,
either that or just we inherently think one thing's good, but one thing's bad, but maybe there is a good to it. There's very few things on this earth that I think are just
all good or all bad,
that are pure evil, right? Or pure bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lesson of life that has taken me a long time to learn. Especially in regard to people, like we have this tendency sometimes to label people as good or bad, and we're all just both. We're all just both.
We're both. And
we're all of it.
We're different.
You and I are very different.
That's another show.
That's another episode.
Yeah. Your shoes are on? Yeah.
Yeah, yours are off.
Mine are off.
You have pretty eyelashes on, and I don't.
That's just fun to do.
Yeah. All right. So things aren't always what they seem. I think this is interesting because I'm starting to date, as you know.
Oh, that's a really tricky subject.
Right? So it's interesting to look at the online dating thing because you're getting a marketing profile of people. You're putting your own marketing profile up, and you're getting other people's profiles, and you're seeing what they want you to see, intentionally or not. Some of them are better than others, but you form this opinion.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating to me how when you get to meet a person, the layers of the onion start peeling away, and things aren't always they're never what they seem.
They're never what they seem on that. I can't imagine.
And sometimes it's for a positive, and sometimes it's really like, no, that's not going to work.
Yeah. Or what I thought was a negative is actually that
might be a positive.
Might actually fit.
Yeah, it might be a positive.
Yeah,
I think
enrich me.
Yeah, that's been a fascinating experience too.
But it's dangerous.
What's dangerous?
When things are not what they seem, that can be dangerous, right?
Oh, it's
scary.
It's confusing.
It can get hurt.
It can get hurt,
right?
Yeah. Right, because our brain is trained to recognize danger. That's our very base nature that goes back to caveman era, right?
It does.
Recognize the stranger danger and run. And so our brain's trained to see things and make a judgment very quickly so that you don't get eaten by
the lion.
The lion. Yeah.
Well, I really like where you're going with the thoughts about training your brain or just bringing that up. It is a muscle, and our instinct is to protect ourselves emotionally, physically, all of those things. But you can train your brain to take a minute and approach life a little differently, look at things a little differently, evaluate them. Can I go back and say be confused a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's along the same veins. Things aren't always what they seem, but if you train your brain to explore, as well as not ignore the protection piece of it.
Explore, don't ignore.
It helps you balance things. So
get that. What did you say? Explore, not ignore. I'm like,
explore, not ignore. That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
So
I was going somewhere with that before.
I was too, and
sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, I know what I wanted to say. This may be a good time to inform our viewers that you and I both have backgrounds in psychology. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of, we're both into that training the brain thing. So you have an actual degree in psychology. That was your bachelor's degree. And I'm a certified life coach, which comes from the perspective of training your brain how to think.
Yep.
Yeah. So this shouldn't be a surprise that we end up having a conversation about things aren't always what they seem and how do you work on your brain with it.
That's right. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
So what did we say? Don't ignore, explore, don't ignore.
Yeah. Explore, don't ignore. Because it's not always maybe what it seems like.
And that's part of the fun of life.
Getting to know something, uncovering the details. It does, to your point, it takes work. You have to decide where you want to put your energy into it or not. As long as you're not shutting out things that can enrich your world or being overtly mean because you don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay. But how much more enrichment do you get when you take the time to explore?
How much more fun can we have? How much more can we do and expand and grow? And
I don't know that I'd ever experience a ski slope if I hadn't explored, right?
Right.
Or,
Scuba
dive or 100 of different things that are so much fun.
Yeah. Interviewed on the Dr. Crockett show.
I was terrified.
No, you weren't. You were just terrified because it was me. You thought it was going to be mean to you.
Did think about it a lot.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I know you wouldn't.
In public.
We're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show today. It was great. Things aren't always what they seem, but in this case,
They kind of are.
there's a lot of love.
And crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
And difference.
In equal amounts. I love you, sis.
Thanks, sis. I love you too.